Hello, my name is Olivia Powell, and today I will be discussing the harm of cancel culture. So imagine all the mistakes you've made throughout your lifetime. Each mistake a product of your growth and learning. What if I told you that one mistake, that one moment, could possibly define your entire existence? This is the toxic reality of cancel culture. While cancel culture is often framed as a tool for accountability, it has become a toxic phenomenon that promotes public shaming, discourages growth and dialogue, and inflicts long-term social and emotional harm on individuals. Cancel culture presents itself as a form of justice, but in reality, it's often unproductive, toxic, and reactionary. Instead of creating a space for accountability, it fosters harm in sharing public opinions and dividing our society. According to a 2022 Pew Research study, 62% of Americans fear expressing their opinions due to a fear of backlash. A YouGov poll found that only 8% of respondents believe cancel culture leads to meaningful change, while majority view it as performative and harmful. So I will insert a video that gives us some context to what cancel culture does to us and basically what cancel culture is.
Cancel culture promotes an all good or all bad perspective, but human nature is far more complex. It involves the mass shaming or boycotting of an individual or group based on their actions or statements, often without fully understanding the context. A person can innocently post a clip, meme, or tweet, only to be misinterpreted as something sinister. And even when they acknowledge their mistake, the internet often doesn't allow room for redemption.
To heal the toxicity of cancel culture, we need to transform the way society responds to mistakes and unpopular opinions. We as a society can promote restorative justice over punishment and lifelong expulsion by prioritizing education, dialogue, and growth. We can lead conflict resolution workshops in schools and in the workplace to develop critical thinking and empathy. Social media firms and the government need to have a coherent and fair moderation policy that can differentiate between unpopular opinions and hate speech. If we don't deal with the toxicity of cancel culture, we're going to end up with a society where fear holds us back. Imagine a world where a student is too afraid to share an opinion because of the backlash they might receive from a classmate or even the teacher. Imagine a world where comedians self-censor their jokes, writers withdraw their books, and ordinary people live in terror of online exile for a badly phrased tweet from maybe a decade ago. Some careers will be destroyed, but not for crimes or brutality, but for moments wrenched out of context. Children will grow up believing that mistakes aren't forgivable, and the internet will become a battleground. It's not going to be an area for learning or discussion. And real issues such as systemic inequality, violence, and corruption won't be addressed while we destroy each other over words. So, as a society, how can we handle this, and what can we do to dismantle this toxic culture? Think before you react online. Promote context and conversation when you see someone being canceled. Share information instead of outrage, and speak up when you see unfair cancellation. Cancel culture started as a good intention to call others out, but it has grown into a toxic power that mutes learning, punishes growth, and sustains fear. Let's not forget that justice without mercy is tyranny. By choosing empathy over outrage and conversation over cancellation, we can build a culture that values accountability and redemption. So, the next time someone messes up online, don't cancel them, call them out, instruct them, learn alongside them, because the future isn't for perfection. That's boring. We're humans and we make mistakes. It's for the bold, the imperfect, and those open to growing. Thank you. In my speech, I used 3 articles, one titled The Psychological Impacts of Cancel Culture, Anxiety, Social Isolation, and Self-Censorship. The second one being The Mental Health Effects of Cancel Culture, and the third one being Canceling Cancel Culture, an examination of the harms and ineffectiveness of cancel culture. Thank you all for listening. I hope y'all enjoyed.